Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader. We have finished up with Marazai's stuff now, which was kind of cool, but we're going to go back out into the... I can't even... It was just a random string of letters and numbers, wasn't it? But the system that we're in, well, we can see it there at the top of the screen. The first world I went to happened to be the quest world, so we're going to work our way through the others. I might do the Necron Ring last. That might lead to another encounter of some kind, potentially. I mean, I don't know if we can get... I was going to say, I don't know if we could get stuff from this, but it looks like we can. I'm not going to take the plasteel. I'm saving up for phlogiston. I mean, I've got 6 extractiums, to be fair. I don't really need anything except that phlogiston. Got basically 1 planetary improvement left I can do, and that's what it requires. I think it's 4. I've only ever found a couple of deposits for it. Most of the surface is covered in icy dunes with greenish highlights. At first, officers aboard the vessel decide that the unusual colour of the ice is due to a quirk of the atmosphere. Later, it becomes evident that the source of the highlights is a group of monstrous pyramidal structures, wreathed in an emerald fire. Oh, more Necrons. Examining them in detail with monoculars, it can be seen that one of the monoliths is damaged. A device on its wall emits an energy beam at a similar pyramid not far from itself. Well, this is probably unwise, but let's examine the structures. The Von Valancius scouts approached the monoliths with as much care as possible, fearing the appearance of an enemy. A small servitor sent to gather data about the energy beam clearly demonstrated the destructive power of the xenotechnology. After carelessly making contact with the beam, it instantaneously broke apart into minuscule pieces. It is curious that the second pyramid is still intact, and that only matter at the source of the beam is being destroyed. Alright, study the surviving monolith. The energy beam barely reflects off the dark metal of the pyramid. Occasionally, a scarcely visible wave runs across the surface of the monolith's walls, after which the material appears to become even smoother. It's as if one monolith is feeding the other, not destroying it. A few scouts decide to come closer in order to better examine the phenomenon. The soldiers of Von Valancius notice a fragment of metallic ribcage melted right into the material of one of the walls like a bizarre bas-relief. Between the rows of ribs, a talisman of black stone shimmers with coloured light after each wave of energy. The figure to which the talisman belonged shows no signs of life. After a quick debate, the officers decide to take the artifact on board. We've gained the Withering Shard. The wearer's strength, toughness and agility are decreased by -15. The wearer can use heroic acts at 125 momentum instead of 175, and desperate measures at 50 momentum higher. The wearer is considered as having heretical adherent if they do not yet have it. But it's not a requirement, but can give you that. I'll take a look at it. It is rare to find such an ominous phenomenon in lifeless ice. I'll take a quick look at that, actually, for Dahlia. So where does it go? It goes... Oh, well, okay. Well, I'm not wearing it instead of my Star Mist scarf. But let's just put it on. So we know I don't have any levels in Heretic at the moment. So if I do this... I've gone up to Adherent. What do you get for this? Destroy the weak. For the first round of combat, everyone in our party gains a 25% chance to gain 1 AP after killing an enemy. However, triggering this effect immediately manifests psychic phenomena. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not that fussed about that. I mean, I'm not that fussed either about the downsides of this. The strength, toughness, and agility, none of those are really our strengths. We're kind of all in on willpower, to be honest. So using Heroic Axe sooner is fine. However, the loss is not worth the loss of psychic thingy there, and we don't really have much of an issue in reaching momentum at the moment. We generate so much of it. Okay, interesting though. Another burning world. Right, let's go to this Necron ring. The greenish glow of the gigantic ring, made from unknown materials, flows through the windows of the captain's bridge. The void ship's instruments measure a whole spectrum of various emissions. Sometimes the dull green is darkened by clouds of space dust or bent by gravitational waves. The object most closely resembles a portal, albeit what's passing through it cannot be clearly defined. Let's observe it first. Arcs of incandescent star gases bursting from the ring pierce the darkness of space, reflected by the surface of other celestial bodies in the system. At times, dark light waves bend the edges of the portal, but they are quickly restored thanks to the enigmatic flowing metal. Then, lashes of purple clouds, dissected by threads of lightning, appear in the centre of the ring. An unseen force prevents them from reaching the other side of the portal, as the blocks of blackstone become covered in purple-scarlet illumination. If the ring truly were a portal, it is not fit to serve as one any longer. Stellar heat and gravitational force forbid any vessel from passing through it. According to the ship's astropaths, the purple clouds are an even more dangerous phenomenon, indicating that the powers of the warp are eager to flow out of the portal into real space. As if to highlight its deadliness, with the next wave of dark light, the portal throws out the shattered remains of an unidentified void ship. Alright, let's go and examine it then. Oh, we've gained some ship components. Additional equipment and closer position allow the team to understand part of what's happening. The portal seems to resemble the gate devices used by the Eldari and Drakari, only made of a different material. The metallic shine of the ring alternates with the darkness of the large blocks of stone, reminiscent of the material that makes up the famous Cadian pylons. Oh, we failed a Xenos test. The pilot of the exploring vessel does not successfully escape a powerful wave of incandescent gas. Part of the team perishes as a result of damage to their compartment, and the vessel itself barely returns to the Von Valancius flagship. It's hard to believe that a civilization capable of creating a device as powerful as this one could have undergone such a decline. Okay, let's head back to the galaxy map. So we've been here, haven't we? No, it says it's uncharted. Did I not start there, though? I thought I did. In any case, we're going to head to Neos Chariotus now. Chariotus. Let's make it a yellow. Taking some damage, Captain. Yeah, we can get that back by charting new routes at least. Another orange route there, but let's pop into Neo. It says it's uncharted, but we did go there, I'm sure, did we not? Where we came out of the portal, I think. There's like more Necrons, judging by the shape of the ships up there. Okay, well let's do everything else first, and then we'll head up there. Under thin clouds, as if shredded by a careless blade, sway vast steppes carpeted by pale gold deadwood. The rogue trader's attentive eye distinguishes a region among the endless grasses that does not fit into the general landscape. The scouts from the shuttle see signs of intelligent life. Judging by the trampled soil and tent frames, someone made camp here. Distant silhouettes form a tangle of paths and obstacles. A maze. The outer walls are supplemented by a multitude of spikes and blades and decorated with scraps of leather and withered crucified prisoners. It does not take an expert in xenoculture to reason that Drakari have been here. Send out a scout. As they comb over the tracks left around the Drakari structures, the scouts find items of Imperium make, blood-soaked clothes, an Aquila patch, and a data slate cracked in half. Gothic letters and the symbol of the Inquisition are frozen on its bottom half. The sentence fragments make up part of an exploration report. The servants of Von Valancius find a rough illustration of the camp in the pocket of a filthy coat. On it are marked two locations. The first is shown with a sword and highlights the area where the items were found. The other is a skull and points to a patch of ground by the maze. Okay, we can do this. Find out what is in the place marked by the skull. The scouts carefully inspect every piece of land in the marked area and discover a camouflaged pit studded with strong, thin needles. In a niche sunk into the wall of the trap glitters a volumetric flask with an ugly creature that looks like several brains stuck together. Okay, we can actually pass this check, so analyze the nature of the creature. The rogue trader's people recognize the grotesque figure as a Drakari Medusa, a parasite capable of registering emotions and transferring them to its masters. This thing was left here as the equivalent of a picture recorder, collecting the suffering of the Drakari victims. Right, destroy the abomination. The flask explodes into shrapnel fragments under a salvo from the scouts' rifles. The remaining liquid is collected into several test tubes to be examined in the ship's laboratory and put to good use. or destroyed on the orders of the rogue trader. Some pain blockers. Continue exploring the area. Deep prints belonging to landing legs and a ladder are visible in the grass behind the maze. The relative positions of the recesses correspond to the design of an Imperial shuttle. When the von Valancia scouts approach, they find a wax seal bearing the symbol of the Inquisition and a monogram formed from the letters XC. An officer voices the proposition that the initials correspond to the name of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar. I would have thought so. Past this, search for other objects in the grass. A segment of the dry grass a few metres in front of the prints from the ladder has been cut as if scythed. Among the chopped stems lies a piece of a Drakari trophy, a flap of dark skin stretched out by thin chains. Most of it is covered by a tattoo, a silhouette of a storm or tornado and a black symbol composed of curved lines and sharp shapes. So we've got this. That does quite a bit of damage there, actually. Okay. Burn away all trace of Xenos presence. The predatory structures do not burn easily, and it takes a long time for them to heat up. When the flames finally gather strength, turquoise explosions flash amid the yellow-orange waves. Whatever was down there was dangerous. Okay. Let's quickly pop into here. I'm going to check out what Marazai is currently using. Oh wow, yeah, okay, it does a lot more damage than either of those. I guess the sharpened venom blade, which is probably my offhand. Yeah, so let's switch those out. That could be quite cool. Does quite a lot of damage, that, so... I mean, this does more damage than the Jin blade, but I kind of like the bonus effects on that. Okay, so... well, we'll work round to the fleets. Let's go here next. Lord Captain, there was an incident on the flight deck. The planet we discovered is located at the coordinates of interest to the Honourable Ulfar, Angel of the Emperor. The moment he learned about this, he chose to abandon ship. He ordered a shuttle to be provided to him and directed it to the world before us. We do not know where exactly he wishes to go, but the Augurs have tracked the shuttle to the landing site. Why have I not been notified of his actions right away? He forbade it, and the enforcers did not dare to defy an Angel of the Emperor. I'm very sorry. He stole a shuttle. How did this happen? Lord Ulfar simply showed up at the deck, drove the enforcers away and demanded he be granted clearance for takeoff. Your servants became frightened and dared not disobey his orders. Oh, I see. I apologise for having to bring you this troubling news, Lord Captain. Alright. Well, let's do this planet first, and then I'll go back down and see what Ulfar's up to. Actually, I've just realised we can't even do the colony manager from here, so... even if I found Phlogiston, it's fairly pointless. Alright, let's repair our ship there. A scouting party led by the rogue trader herself makes planetfall on the frozen world. The shuttle on which Ulfar Thunderlung departed the ship has been designated the starting point of the search. Said shuttle is found at the landing site, intact and undamaged. Alright, examine the shuttle. The machine spirit is in fine form and is ready to ascend from the world's surface. No clues have been found as to Ulfar Thunderlung's intended destination, but a keen-eyed scout sights several disturbed snowdrifts that may indicate the route taken by the Space Wolf. Scout out the area. The scouts discover numerous structures, burial grounds and obelisks of the Xeno race that once ruled these star systems, all of which are now encased in ice and solemn sepulchral stillness. No signs of activity by potentially hostile Xenos have been detected. Follow the trail. The group bravely ventures onward into the realm of blinding white and crackling frost. The sky is soon blanketed with snow clouds that block out the star's light. The wind, howling like a pack of hungry spirits, sweeps away all tracks and whips up a furious storm. The path is full of dangers. A treacherous crevasse hidden under the snow's crust suddenly opens wide underneath the enforcer's feet. It is only the vigilance of the Lord Captain and her companions, who hear the telltale crack in time, that saves the soldiers from certain death. A few hours later, the expedition comes to a plateau. Rising up ahead is the dark hull of an Imperial trading vessel that once landed on the world's surface. Okay, investigate the ship first. The ship is identified as the Revelation Granted, the merchant cog commandeered by the baleful Howl on Footfall. No signs of struggle or other misfortune are found aboard, only some useful cargo in the hold. Contrary to expectations, no crew members are found, dead or alive. The ship has been abandoned, and its fuel systems are non-functional. The Prometheum has frozen solid and ruptured the tanks and pipes. The escalating storm sweeps over the group as if trying to bury them in darkness, snow, and obliterating whirlwinds. Alright, let's take shelter. The bone-weary soldiers welcome the chance to rest. Watchful sentries stand guard while their more fortunate comrades stuff themselves with the now frozen rations of the ship's vanished crew. Corrals failed. The temperature inexorably plummets. Many members of the expedition suffer from frostbite, while others lose their fortitude and morale. One of the sentries delivers an anxious report to the Lord Captain. He has seen a massive shadow in the darkness, and it was definitely not Ulfar Thunderlong. Light a brighter fire. Barrels of Prometheum are dragged outside. The frozen fuel reluctantly succumbs to the heat of the thermal cutters, and fires kindle around the ship. Even this is not enough to dispel the snowy darkness, but the people are buoyed up by the additional light and warmth. A messenger rushes to the Lord Captain to report that one of the sentries is missing. Large tracks have been found near the sentry's post, as well as a few drops of blood. Double the sentries. Despite the reinforcements, the sentries cannot conceal their fear. The unknown has robbed them of their courage. A terrible rumbling cuts through the roar of the storm. The clash and clamour of battle. It is followed by a furious, agonised scream. Send the party towards the sound of battle as soon as possible. Tied together with ropes and bolstering each other with battle cries, the enforcers rush toward the battle in human chains. Unable to see anything ahead in the darkness and swirling snow, they blindly stride towards the source of the battle's monstrous thunder. Okay, 100%. Send the soldiers forward. Coercion, no percent. Oh, are these all my skill checks? Nothing on my party adding anything on this then. So we'll do the Law Imperium. Send the soldiers forward, trusting in their tactical skill and lessons taught to them by the Lord Captain. The enemy is concealed by the snow and the darkness, forcing the soldiers to fire in all directions, by some miracle not hitting each other. First one fighter, then another vanishes with a desperate shriek, dragged off by the unknown enemy into the roiling depths of the storm. But the enforcers' courage and stubbornness win out. Boldly pushing forward, they drive the mysterious enemy from the battlefield and into a retreat. Ooh. Ulfar is found lying in the blood-soaked snow, his body covered in grievous wounds, but the wolf continues to cling to life. With great care, he is borne to the shuttles and, wasting no time, brought back to the ship for urgent treatment. Ooh. So we've got to go and talk to him, I guess. That's probably what the journal says, right? Okay. Marazai wants to talk to us on the bridge as well. Okay. Let's have a space battle first, then we'll do that. Taking longer to load than I thought it might. Okay, we're good.
I stand ready to serve you and the Imperium, Lord Captain.
Oh, we've got a bigger one, a Shroud-class light cruiser. That'd be this guy then. That's the one the lead is on. So we want to take the littler guys down first. And I think it's important to kind of just focus them down first. Ah, well, we can't jump to the side. That's a little bit annoying. Okay. Oh, it's because Ulfar's not there. He's not in post. Well, that's going to be annoying. I could have put someone else in there. Oh well. Guess that's probably a bit late now. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Damn. Okay, fine. Well, we won't be ramming them then.
Eviscerate them!
Macro cannons. Annihilate them.
Let's try and
Steer
get the
us to
port
our
side guns.
target.
I mean starboard side.
Unleash the storm of macro cannons.
You could use this. Well, I might say I feel like there's going to be a showdown with the Lord Inquisitor potentially. Done that though. Could though, couldn't we? Helped a bit, I suppose. Alright, let's get some
Unleash torment.
torpedoes going. Can't do a lot with the port side guns. I need to use this to upgrade it. Okay, well, we've used it. Might reinforce the front. That's probably it. We can probably largely ignore that one now. He's gonna destroy himself anyway. Oh, they're going after him, are they? Man, I hate that guy. What if the AI is programmed to get rid of mobs first? Could be. Oh, let's take control of those. Okay, we can get them onto the big ship. Let's do that. So that guy's kind of dying anyway. We want to do the same thing to this guy.
Let
So
the
let's see what we
Empyrean
can do
guide
here.
us. Let the incandescent beam scorch our enemies. Macro cannons, annihilate them.
I'd kind of like to use the starboard guns. Oh, I can actually use this now. Jump forward. Might be able to do something from here. Oh yeah, look at that. There we go.
Unleash our wrath upon my enemies.
There we go. So they're both kind of dying now. Let's do this. Oh yeah. Oh, let's do this. We might be able to hit that big ship with this. Or the dying one first. Let's do the big one. Because these are going to die anyway. And we'll yeah, put some torpedoes
Send
out.
their souls to the void.
That'll do.
None will lament
Oh, they got
their
him.
demise.
All right. Well, let's take down one of these guys.
Emblazon Send them into the cold void.
Here's him. Might be able to reach them with a starboard battery. Probably not, though.
Let the Empyrean guide us.
Oh yeah, just about.
Unleash our wrath upon my enemies.
Dorsal guns might be able to put them in there.
Macro cannons.
Second health bar.
Annihilate them.
Oh, there you go. Let's set some torpedoes out.
Now!
Empyrean Storm? No, we can't actually hit with that. Okay. I'm going to put on some shields on that side. Oh, I can move forward as well.
Emblazon our path.
There we go. Oh, let's send those on.
Eviscerate
Hit that
them.
first. Gonna give you a broadside.
Unleash our wrath upon my enemies.
Dorsal guns might be
Macro
enough.
cannons. Annihilate them.
Not quite. So we'll do this. There they go.
No one can outmaneuver
What do we get?
House or Celio.
Ooh. Okay, we already have one of those. And I like my Triumph and Fury. Still, it's a nice pickup, but I guess we won't be able to use that. Okay, well let's check out this planet and then we'll go back to the bridge. A puzzled auger operator reports that an expeditionary shuttle belonging to the von Valancius dynasty was detected on the planet's surface. Furthermore, according to its markings, it is aligned to your vessel. The operator also states that the entrance to a system of tunnels was spotted next to the shuttle. Request a full report on the shuttle. In the registry, the expeditionary shuttle number 712 has been designated as irretrievably lost for many years. Information about the circumstances of its disappearance is suspiciously sparse, as if someone deliberately erased it. From the crumbs of information that remain, you gather that it was sent to explore some object on an unknown world on the order of Lord Captain Theodora, and never returned. Explore the tunnels. After disembarking, you notice that the shuttle is buried halfway in sand, and the von Valancius coat of arms is practically erased from its side. This shuttle has clearly been here for a very long time. Next to the shuttle, you find crates of archaeological equipment, on which one can just barely make out the emblem of the explorators. Most of these crates are lying next to massive black doors of Xenos origin, the entrance to the tunnels. The descent into the depths takes several hours. You make your way through cramped corridors giving way to huge black halls, where a dim emerald glow from no discernible source brings forth the silhouettes of equipment abandoned by the tech priests. The suffocating, oppressive silence that accompanies you during the descent is broken only by the echo of your footsteps. Deafening, and yet so insignificant against the background of the Cyclopean arches. Okay, well we got Argenta back, so that's good. Just question... Well, I'll take Marazai because he is leveled up. If I took anyone else, I'd have to spend a bit of time leveling them. Argenta's got a level anyway, so yeah, we'll go with that. Here we go, Necron place again, so let's quickly level up Argenta. Favoured. Ignoring 4 deflection isn't too bad. That will help, actually. Strength bonus not necessary. Okay, there's a few here. I kind of like the 2 AP on the first turn. But I also quite like ignoring deflection. I think that's going to be a help. That could help because she's not. The enemy aren't even taking a turn at the moment, so just gaining extra movement could be good. That could be good. Area attacks would only be her flamer. Yeah, okay, well there's a couple there. I think we'll take the first turn of combat, getting a bit buffed. There we go, let's just address the formation as well. Oh, so Mara's eye up front. That works. Okay, let's head on in.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
All but buried under a thick layer of dust, these crates contain equipment still in prime condition. It is as though even in the face of death, the tech priest would not dare offend the machine spirits by handling the equipment with anything less than reverence. It's interesting we're still finding goods, cargo goods, despite the fact that we basically can't trade anymore. These sensors were erected by tech priests to ward off malicious Xenos machine spirits.
The way out is blocked, the stairs have collapsed, and there are dead tech priests everywhere. What in the void happened here?
Good question, Abelard. This creature is completely motionless, like a black statue. The dark metal of its body shows no discernible damage. Well, let's do this logic check.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
The bodies of Skitarii, whose flesh and armor have disintegrated in various places. Judging by their wounds, they were shot during a hasty retreat. Okay, well, let's just go and check out some of this stuff. Oh, where are they going? All right. The edges of the platform are twisted and melted. It appears to have been deliberately damaged by a powerful explosive.
I tread a path unexplored.
Down here. Not really.
Triumph is my birthright.
You are looking at part of a system of pylons used by small Xenos repair machines to move around the crypt. It seems as though the dark hollows of its lifeless eyes could flare with the flame of ancient hatred at any moment, but the eye sockets remain empty. Judging by the debris, the passage was blocked on purpose. Okay, well, let's go and do this, I suppose. Activate the stair. Okay, activates. Okay, well, let's look at him first. The invasion has come to pass as foreseen. The impudent perpetrator must be destroyed. Rise, ye who have known slumber, and exact punishment. Necron Immortal. Well, I'm going to guess that's not true. There's only 3 of them. That can't be right. Oh, well, I guess there'll be more, I expect. Argenta's right there. I mean, that's probably good enough. Let's just start. Okay, Argenta, how would you like to shoot a big robot in the face?
Ruin beckons.
Let's just have a quick look at this. So, 11 to... So she's going to be ignoring some of that deflection, which is good. So we're going to take fire rate, wildfire, confident approach, devastating attack. Might even hit the one behind him. Not bad. Yeah, we'll take this too.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
My turn again. I guess I forego that. Now it's Cassia's turn. Well, let's buff Dahlia first. Where's Dahlia?
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I don't really want it to
Be
zap anyone
careful
else, so
not to
let's
cross
just...
my gaze, if I may.
Oh, okay. Be careful with the placement of these powers sometimes.
Being ordered around.
He's got another health bar. Let's give Argenta
I'll show you
another
why
turn.
navigators are feared.
Yeah, so we'll do rate of fire again.
I act. I'll do it.
Wildfire again. Not confident approach again, though. That's a toggle.
I
Take
will
devastating
not.
attack. Yeah, more have woken up. Okay. Good to know. Take another attack.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Take a run and gun. Get her up to like here.
As the Emperor commands. Doubt is for the weak.
Can we actually down this guy? Oh, looks like
Faith
we can.
without deeds. For you, my Emperor. That is not the Emperor's will.
Oh, missed.
I refuse. As the Emperor commands, none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Sure, who else she can even
Guided
see?
by
Oh, it says you
faith.
can see this one. Alright, we'll take this.
Doubt is for the weak.
Doesn't look like it's hitting him though, does it? I mean,
I'll do it.
oh, yeah, it's hitting him. Yeah, it hit him. Can she see this one? I don't think so. Okay, well, that's probably it for Argenta for now. If I come like here, I wonder if I can target this one. Do this.
Purpose guides me. I will delight my masters with your demise.
Slightly disappointing.
I need
Do
no
that.
guidance.
High momentum.
Can I give myself another free turn? No, I can't. Okay, well, give... Oh, I can't see anyone else. Okay, well... Do this on him.
There is no mercy found in my
There he
heart.
goes. Okay, that's that done. Cassia's turn. Can we just get this guy closer?
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Okay, that'll do. Oh, it's Argenta's turn again. Ooh. She can do run and gun.
God,
If she gets
Emperor,
here, she
move
might be
through
able
me.
to
Be the fire in my
get
heart.
into a decent position on him.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Yeah, looks like it. Alright, we'll take rate of
As the
fire.
Emperor commands, I act. Doubt
Wildfire.
is for the weak. As the Emperor
Devastating attack.
commands, I act.
And then a load of bullets to the
Faith
face.
without deeds.
Okay, looks like a couple of others are woken up. Alright, we've got some right here.
I'll do it.
Oh, there's one right here, though. Ooh. Okay.
Doubt is for the weak. What is a friend?
Okay, well, he's done. That'll do. Oh, it's my turn again. Okay. What have we got?
Sow the seeds of discord.
I'll take a
One
big buff on
step
damage.
closer.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of buffing options, do I? But I'll just do this.
I will accept my offering.
I think probably just that would
Destiny.
quite a lot of damage. Okay.
Xenos filth.
Well, there's more. How ambushed, oh no. Okay, well I think probably one thing we've got to do is activate these stairways, so...
Amidst the carnage, I find purpose.
Can't do that one. Still, we got that. Let's give an extra turn to... Hey, Pascal.
Purpose guides me.
Doesn't have the cover bonus. Mark these as
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. My vow is to serve.
Oh, he's running out of things. Oh well. Okay, Cassia.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. Me? Try to die with grace, at least.
Oh, let's bump up Dahlia again.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
These guys a little bit closer, maybe?
The dynasty will rise again.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Okay, interesting.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Not undo me.
When you say that. Let's send Avalard up
In
there.
the name of House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Run up.
Assemblement commencing.
Follow my lead.
Let's put this on. Let's do an area attack.
Target. Victory is an exemplary strike. Grey hair, sure hand. Target well struck. I took care of this one.
So he could give himself another turn. Before that though, let's just shoot these guys.
You are target.
Right, let's go full turn.
Valancius.
Get over here.
My place is at the fore.
Anything to buff up with?
It will be done.
Thing is, they won't. I could try. Wonder if these are melee.
I will do my duty.
There they are.
Grey hair, reduced to dust.
Now if I come over here, do the area attack.
At your beck and I took care of this one. Grey hair, sure hair.
Oh, he's still going. I don't know why he attacked so many times on that. But I'm not complaining. Anything in there? I don't think there's anything in these. I guess we'll properly explore them later. That can bring them back a bit. Yeah, it's me. I guess we get the other stairs going. Probably take this first.
Ruin beckons. There is no mercy in my heart.
Okay. Do another one.
I will delight my masters with your demise.
Okay.
I will triumph.
I was going to do that, but it feels a bit of a waste. He's on such low health. I'll leave it. Cassia, we could give another turn to, say,
If I
Marazai,
may.
who could come up and do something about these.
With grace and mercy, revel in your terror! Perfect killing strike! It is time to revel in your terror!
I wonder if Argenta can see this guy from here. She can
I
do.
will bathe this battlefield in
Okay,
righteous
well,
fury. I
let's
am
take our extra
his
attack.
will made manifest. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Confident approach.
You, my Emperor! Faith without deeds eradicated. This is why I was chosen. I'll do it.
Yeah, she's done. Me again for some reason. I do a shot down the line here. There we go.
Death shall reign.
Oh, he's not quite dead yet. It's unexpected. Okay.
A tactically sound approach. I took care of this one.
Guess we try and land a shot.
It will be done. Exemplary strike.
That's about all we can do, really. I'll let Marazai get the kill. Oh.
I will savor your delectable anguish. Behold! A euphoria of anguish! What? I'm done playing with you!
Done? We're done. Okay. Well, why don't we explore these upper places first? There might be something. Oh, there's some goods over here. What do we got? When the wearer removes one of their combat tactics areas, the bonuses granted for this area double. Yeah. And Gaze of the Void. Drakari. Like a sniper rifle? It's like quite a good one. I guess we'll take it.
The world will bow.
Just poking a nose into the corners in case there's anything hidden around. Some more there that didn't wake up.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Pick this. The obsidian smoothness of the enormous slab begins to ripple and roil. A set of mysterious symbols appears on it as if impressed on its black surface by an invisible finger. The three brightest ones are symbols for malefice, pestilence and unravelling. Now this is probably tough because we learned the language, didn't we? Yeah. They shimmer forebodingly like a martyr gasping for air as life drains from them. An inscription above them reads, "My Lord who has known eternity, I heed mine guarding words that I spoke at the dawn of the wrathful stars. He who is condemned to torture by imprisonment must languish forever in the labyrinth of many dimensions, lest their plagues befall us. A minute breach in the impossible prison would suffice for the spiteful will, the destructive thought incarnate in unperishing flesh to obliterate existence. I lay my hand upon the vessel of the past, and I am revealed the doom that awaits one who breaks the commandments. Okay, so it's probably got to be in order. Well, I saw the pestilence thing. That was plagues, so probably there's a right order. My Lord is known eternity. I heed my guiding words. That's big. He who is condemned to torture by imprisonment is languished forever in the labyrinth of many dimensions. A minute breach in the impossible prison suffice for this destruction. Well, I think I'm going to go for the pestilence one because there's obviously a key to that. As soon as your palm touches the symbol, the slab's metal pulls it in, enveloping it like water. The text is transformed. My lord, I dare not divert my gaze from the guarding words. I am revealed the second plague, the pestilence. It is not enough merely to behold it. I comprehend it as my own lifeless shell learns the truth of its doom. The symbols begin to change at a frenzied pace. Their light burns your eyes, and their rapid flickering makes you nauseous. You are struck by a splitting headache, like an alien entity squeezing your mind out of shape as if it were soft clay, refashioning it after its own image. You see an image of a void ship, a black crescent shape, its plating veined with green lights. Right before your eyes, its various parts start crumbling and flaking away as though gnawed by invisible termites. It has been consumed by tech blight. When only a lifeless carcass is left, you feel a searing pain in your hand, as if the pestilence has spread to your flesh and is now consuming it. Well, toughness isn't our thing. Ablard can give us a bit of help there, though. Alright. Failed. You cannot stand the pain anymore and jerk your hand out of the slab unscathed. The flickering symbols freeze at once and begin to fade. The symbol for pestilence is the last to disappear from the slab's surface. Lord Captain, are you uninjured? Sound of mind? Why am I even asking? The answer has been obvious for a while now. The seneschal mutters the last sentence under his breath. Ah, do it again, Dahlia von Verinicus. Alright, let's do the Malefice symbol. One after another, new inscriptions appear on the slab's surface. They dash around maddeningly fast, overlapping each other. Amid this chaos, only one inscription latches onto your mind, causing it acute pain. My lord, in my measureless eternity I remember their doom. I am revealed the first plague, the Malefice, a wormhole that invades the very essence of thought. Your vision goes dark. Reality cuts through the darkness of eternal sleep like a cold blade. You sense wrongness and gain a clear understanding of the nature of that wrongness. Your engrams have been tampered with and damaged. You try to move, but in vain. You are buried alive in the metal crypt of your own body. Some of your fellows are faced with the same fate. Almost as soon as they emerge from their stasis sarcophagi, they freeze like mangled statues, tilt sideways and collapse, crashing to the floor. Maddened legions march thoughtlessly past them towards a gaping chasm and tumble obediently into its merciless maw. Even while being flooded with Xenos visions, your mind remains sound enough to analyze the incoming information. Now you grasp the nature of the pernicious Malefice. Someone powerful on the outside is broadcasting insidious interferences that disrupt the Xenos' awakening from their stasis sleep. Madness is the nearest human equivalent to the effect this has on them. Forever frozen in a silent scream, you feel the haze of approaching madness cloud your mind as it is overrun by rows of distorted emerald green symbols. As soon as their glow becomes unbearable, they go out at once, and you find yourself standing beside the black slab again. Right under your hand, the symbol for Malefice vanishes from the smooth black surface. I'll just do unraveling. The symbol you touched splits into three that are akin to it, similar and yet different from one another. A message materializes in front of you. My lord, their third plague, the unraveling, is beyond comprehension. Therefore I put before myself a question bearing clarity. This I asked myself, my lord. If my existence were to be reflected in myriad eternities, would they be the same? Your mind is now drowning in a flood of thoughts and memories, ancient, alien, and indomitable. With a titanic effort of will, you hold on to one of the images and vest it in the sound of borrowed words, and utter it in a strained voice that is not yours. Eternity cannot be escaped and therefore cannot conceivably be reflected. My thoughts are sparse and they are erroneous. I know that the cascade of defects that is my unravelling has already done its work of destruction. Woe is me. The symbols come together again underneath your palm and then vanish from the slab's animated metal. Can I do this again? Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Okay, well, I mean, I'm guessing that's kind of the purpose for us coming here. I don't think there's anything else to do. Well, there is some loot, I suppose. The last confessions of Magos Theseus Delta Praximus. Run. You will find no grace of the machine god in these faithless halls, only an unholy hatred that is more ancient than the fading stars of these distant systems. They are asleep, the legions, the innumerable hosts, but their sleep is at its end, for no one's fault but mine. I have disturbed the slumber of an ancient mind driven only by a thirst for extermination. Even death cannot snuff out the cold green flame of its lifeless eyes. I hear the lockstepped march of our doom. A silence echoes it, the silence of our assassins, for death has no need of words. Mercy is unknown to the Nephilimex, his wayward and unholy firstborn. We have blown up the bridges and barricaded the entrance in an effort to contain them, but their marching is ever louder, ever closer, ever more inescapable. As I listen to its resonant echo, I offer my last prayer to the Omnissiah, trusting in his mercy, for my transgression is great indeed. In my pride, I neglected the universal laws and attempted to harness the language of the ancient machine spirits that had once served the owners of these vaults, and I succeeded. As an infant comprehends the essence of words through images, so did I comprehend the meaning of certain symbols of his firstborn, and out of those I composed 2 or 3 forbidden litanies. My false orders sounded just like the voices of those who commanded the essence of this eternal fortress. I stole their knowledge. More than once in my complacency I uttered the dead words with my lips of flesh, tarnishing them with the breath of life. I did so to open the sealed halls and bridge the chasms so that our scouts could cross them, and by that unforgivable blasphemy I condemned us all to death. To atone for what I have done, I have composed a crypto-lullaby out of the dead words, akin to the one that plunged the Nephilimex into mindless oblivion at the dawn of time. More stolen words. The Xenos altar of machine worship has begun to sing it to the spirits of the machines in the fortress, but I know that before it concludes, the awakened wrath will have reached us. As I prepare for our last stand, I leave this confession as a warning to any who may dare walk in our footsteps. This is my final testament. Run. I think we should leave it here for anyone else to find. Okay, so they woke up the Necrons and try to send them back to sleep again. Oh, hang on, there's another thing up here.
True power.
There's another thingy. As you approach the black metal of the ancient slab begins to move. Geometric shapes appear on its surface. The 3 brightest ones are symbols for star, transfiguration, and imprisonment. Above them is another inscription, its flickering as feeble as a dead man's breath. My lord, I have spoken this testament to edify my spirit, so that after my reverie's vision comes to pass eternally, I may shed my oblivion of that, which I lost when I gained all, and that which I gained when I lost all. I absorb the lifeless images, unheedful of the fleeting moments, for eternity is my worship. I lay my hand and hearken, until my memory is an imperishable tomb wherein the ashes of times past are laid to rest. The Nephilimex books of wisdom, knowledge received from the Omnissiah himself by his most beloved children, knowledge that led to the most terrible betrayal of all. 2 of his mechadendrites extend towards the stele, with covetous trepidation. 2 others coil tensely as though about to attack it. Right, let's press the star symbol. The slab's surface wavers and ripples like a bottomless lake. The symbols are washed away and replaced with new ones, their green glow as bright as it is lifeless. My lord, I behold the truth of them, the rapacious reapers who drank stars dark. Blind was their eyes' gaze set upon us. Futile was their engorgement, for they would never be sated. Bathed in the ferocious rays of a deadly star, prisoners of our own brittle bodies, our race was withering, doomed to hurtle towards imminent and inglorious obliteration. War devoured existence within and without, and unity was a spectre of dreams unattainable. Such was the way of things, and we knew naught else till we heard the call of the reapers of deathly stars. They made the summons, and we heeded their call, and when we crafted at their behest indestructible bodies of living metal, for in their voice we heard a hope of escape from the putrescible nature of existence. Okay. A wave of animated metal sweeps away the symbols and the slab shows you a new set. Their glow cuts through the crypt's darkness, making your eyes sting. My lord, I behold the truth of the rite of biotransference, the renouncement of our decay-bound bodies, the soul-splitting agony that doomed us to an eternity of triumph. Their messenger manifested among the overlords of overlords, bearing the gift of triumphant indestructibility. No fee had been promised, yet a fee was to be paid. There came no refusal, and the gifting was done. Our artisans harnessed their craft to erect biofurnaces, the gates of indestructible permanence, and we entered the crucibles of immutability, and the tyranny of the withering flesh was cast off, and an eternal existence in bodies of living metal commenced, while they gorged their maws with our souls like carrion-eating beasts, for that was their fee. Only select overlords preserved their selfhood tenaciously, and fended off the oblivion of their minds and wills. Imprisonment. My lord, I behold the truth of the fate that befell them, fashioned by our touches. Their imprisonment is our liberty. This is the enthroned truth that reigns supreme. Thus delivered from transient life's decay, we came forth as mighty unity. Guided by them, who had now sated themselves, we turned our foes to naught. But their tyranny had not made us oblivious to deception. Preparations were made and armaments were fashioned, and they were shattered, and their fragments were engaled in timeless tesseract prisons. There was war. Born before death itself, they were strangers to inexistence. Therefore, my lord, I place one of these prisons in your immortal custody. For as long as the Yekmet endures, so too will its impregnable walls. You have come across theories that speak of an ancient Xenos race that gained a metallic form, of mighty beings that showed said race the ways of unlife, and of a cruel and bitter conflict that subsequently ended their coexistence. Now you have an eyewitness account of those events. I guess that's how we got the Necrons, huh? Oh, interesting, okay. Okay. I don't think there's much else to do here now.
I tread a path unexplored.
Interesting diversion. I'm going to leave that here. We'll leave it for other people to find. Okay, interesting. Well, let's go to our bridge and we'll have a chat with the two people who are waiting to speak to us, Ulfar and Marazai. Okay, so they're in opposite directions. Let's do Marazai first. He's up here, isn't he? So I think he hangs out near this thing. No, that's Jai. Where's Marazai? Oh, no. He's near the bridge. Ulfar's... Oh, we need to speak to the Voxmaster about Ulfar, don't we? Hang on. Marazai is actually just... Oh, he's over there. Let's speak to the Voxmaster first, then. Lord Captain, the ship informed me of our imminent meeting. How is Ulfar? Has he regained consciousness? He is feeling better, Lord Captain. The ship's surgeon was amazed at his resilience. The esteemed Lord Ulfar is currently convalescing in his chambers. Have a servant escort me there. Hello? Ulfar's dark figure towers over you. His head is lowered, his hair hanging in a curtain across his face. His fair skin is crosshatched with broad crimson scars held together by metal staples and covered with black spiked runes for physical healing. Could an ordinary mortal have survived such injuries? Unlikely. With a twitch of his fingers, Ulfar bids the two servants in attendance to step away so as not to intrude on your conversation. They silently retreat.
Edvata, I must thank you for saving me. I had a difficult battle.
I'm glad you survived, Ulfar.
I always survive.
Why did you decide to go to that world alone? After a few moments of silence, Ulfar says quietly,
So I did not have to bury your body in the snow, Edvata. It is not out of arrogance that wolves do not allow mortals into our affairs, but because the burdens of those deeds is heavy, and they reek of death. Just consider what kind of threat you could have been facing. In a place where an entire pack of Astartes has disappeared, if I had risked you for the sake of fulfilling my vows, Would that have been worthy of me?
We fight together. Do not forget that I am your Eidvater. Ulfar heaves a sigh, which seems to hang in the air between you.
You and I are different. Your way is to rule and build, while mine is to destroy and chase down prey. Such is the All-Father's plan, and in that plan my death on the battlefield is an expected and joyous event, while your death would be premature, sorrowful, and damaging to many other lives.
Did you find any trace of your brothers?
The vessel I found, the revelation granted, that was them. Inside there were signs that wolf scouts leave for their brothers. The baleful howl landed the ship on the surface and left, and the rest of the crew disappeared. I followed my brother's trail until an unknown foe blocked my path, and battle ensued.
What foe is capable of besting you in combat? Your wounds are truly terrifying.
An evil spirit. It attacked me from behind and wounded me instantly.
Ulfar points to a particularly gruesome scar on his chest, the strike clearly intended for one of the Space Wolf's 2 hearts. The wound gives off a strong medicinal smell, but not one you recognize. Probably a Fenrisian balm, brewed by Ulfar himself. Your healers would faint after just one whiff of such a potion.
The snow covered my eyes and I could only make out a shadow, but it moved fast and it was strong. If the All-Father's gift had not knitted my ribs into a hard carapace, that blow would have been my last.
The wolf says these words with chilling nonchalance.
I can still feel its claws in my chest, frost-shedding flesh. Wounds left by spirits are dangerous. They create a spiritual link between your body and its pernicious mind. The only way to heal such mutilations is to brew a potion from the blood spilt by their incorporeal bodies.
The evil spirit wounded me too.
Then we are both marked. Our bodies will be tormented by its deadly touch until it is defeated. But fear not, Eidvater. We will defeat it. I swear it.
I see. You're not your usual self. You seem more somber.
By bitter paths comes wisdom, in wake of bloody losses and shattered dreams. Heavy thoughts weighing on its broad shoulders, it enters unbidden and takes a seat by your hearth.
Do you still believe you'll find your brothers?
I will find them.
Ulfar clenches his fists.
Probably not alive, but I will find them.
Okay. Look around the chamber. I'm pleased that my servants found a fitting shrine for your armor. The splendor and monumentality of the chamber befit the solemnity of the sacrament unfolding within. As if performing an intricate dance, the servants of the Omnissiah move in time with the murmuring mechanisms, circling the massive space wolf while he stands utterly still. The scent of sacred incense fills the air, giving the sense that one is witnessing a great ritual.
Anastates needs very little. A cell and a table where I can perform a purifying rite on my weapon. That is all I require. But to keep the armor bestowed upon me by the Old Father in some shabby cubicle would be sacrilege. This chamber will do well for the vesting ceremony. There is good plasteel beneath the rich decoration and gilding. Yes, I am satisfied.
What will you do now?
I must return. My foe awaits me, and it would be dishonorable to retreat from this battle. But I will need help in the fighting.
You can count on me.
I know, Eidvater.
Ulfar nods to the servants, and in low voices they begin a guttural prayer. Shadows leap across the walls, twisting together in a majestic and savage dance. In the flickering candlelight, the sacred rite is performed. The angel of the Emperor is clothed in the armor of unwavering faith and his wrath. Okay, well, I think we'll go back. I suppose I could check out if there's anything here I can examine. Oh, there is a bit. I mean, that's just his armor, cloak, and backpack right now. Big gun. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the bridge. Okay, well, why don't we just go and have a quick chat with Marazai then? Kind of sum up his thing that he's got going on. There might be another. I thought we'd finished the story, but there might be another step.
Rogue trader.
I received a report that you were attacked by some creatures from the shadows.
I have some recollection. What is it to you?
What were they?
It was the mandrakes that I used to get you before. Creatures from the depths of Camorra. They thought they could ambush me here on this barge of yours. I taught them a painful lesson. I carved the symbol of Azuriesh on one's throat and hurled it back into the shadows to serve as a message to whoever dares to come for me the next time. If they come calling again, they'll be given the same welcome that I gave them before. So temper your fear. The mandrakes are only interested in getting to me, and I know how to deal with unwanted visitors.
You've finally dealt with your last enemy. What's next for you?
This concept of next is useless here. When the time comes, I will return to Camorra and claim the Archon's throne, the seat that is mine by right. But for now I will remain here by your side. I sense much blood and suffering to come. It would be a shame for me to miss it. Then go. I will find something to amuse myself with.
Why did I fail that? Oh, that wasn't that one. Oh yeah, I didn't do that either. Eh. Oh. We did that, didn't we? Oh, let's just finish off that quest. We didn't fail the quest, which is for whatever reason it didn't accept that we went to the meeting place, but I'm pretty sure we did. Never mind. Okay, well I think we'll leave it there for today. So when we come back tomorrow, I think what we're going to do is head back down to the ice planet. We're going to help Ulfar find his wolf brothers. But thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be great. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about all this Necron stuff that's going on. Sounds like we've sort of discovered the origins of their race. I don't know if they're kind of a current threat, and maybe that's what the Lord Inquisitor is intending to battle. Let me know your thoughts anyway, because I have to say I'm sort of skating around the edge of understanding it without quite fully doing so. But yeah, if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it would be amazing if you could. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.